Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Quiet Stories of Life. I also have another channel titled Erotic Scribbles, which is only for adults, but this side is going to be for the whole family. Basically, I'm just reading excerpts of my book by the same name, The Quiet Stories of Life. It's available in hard copy, and I do ask you to buy hard copies at my website www.maurice.ie, or if you wanted an electronic copy, you can certainly find it on Barnes & Nobles, Amazon and all good book outlets in electronic form. As I said, I have enjoyed this series, and this is going to be my final story, and I thought I'd just bring something that would just express my thoughts. So I'm going to read for you today is page 147, 150 years of progress. Okay, here we go. You know, I suddenly realized that 150 years of development has taken man to the moon, the mass media of television into every home. It has bred fat cows and slim pigs, a whippet dog that doesn't bark, and a combine harvester that bales its own straw. I'm pretty impressed. Startling advances have also occurred in medicines, washing powder, aviation and anti-wrinkling cream. Great achievements indeed. We should be proud. Mind you, nothing is without a price. Metal ore, that whore from the earth, has been excavated till our planet must resemble a ball of Dutch Edam cheese from space, while icons of our prosperity decorate the landscape. The Great Wall of China, Chernobyl, the Suez Canal, even the Grand Canal in Dublin leaves its scar on our landscape. We have managed to litter space with satellites and pollute our oceans with plastic, which, lest we forget, covers 75% of our entire planet. Nice going in a world where only 40% of the population possess a knife and fork, and 96% don't know that C&A department stores cotton underpants are good for 150 machine washes. To the erudite, the future must be bleak. I mean, how many haircuts can you give a balding man? You know, now I'm worried. If we are to survive as a race, we must rapidly change our customs, attitudes and habits and concentrate on development to the enhancement of our ecology, not destruction. I worry, who is going to tell my mother to go easy on the washing powder, to spare the toilet roll and segregate the garbage? Certainly not me. I value me life. To those who monitor current affairs with a lazy mind, have probably failed to connect the trends being dictated by Mother Nature. In her annoyance, she has made a mockery of all seasons. Sudden gusts of winds and tropical tempests over Belgrade's river beach are all but prods of a finger. Typhoons may follow. Sunny days now are commonly followed by rain, which turns to sleet before evaporating in a sudden heat wave, to fall again as snow the following night. Tides have become erratic and fish forget to spawn. Man kills his neighbour and governments swabble over desert land. Listen to me now. Have we all become stupid? Have we not seen that communism has floundered, and as we sit smirking good riddance, capitalism is following? You may think I'm crazy, but count globally the wars that presently plague us. Watch how once stable currencies fluctuate, or calculate the purchasing power of your money with that of a year ago. Explain to me how 4% hike in the cost of living equates to 30% when purchasing in shops. See the hunger absolute in a poor man's eyes and the lack of smiles on a general public. We are entering a situation which the doctor might refer to as terminal. An economist would certainly refer to it as financial collapse, or esteemed politicians might call it a slight change, for they fear not being re-elected. In my mind, politicians are all drunken lunatics, so hung over on power that they are afraid to face reality. Believe me, we are not talking about world recession anymore, but human regression, and in this game everybody will lose. It's late in the evening, 10 minutes past 10 p.m. I'm writing this sitting by the window in my 9th floor apartment in Casmadena Street. A clear light has penetrated the stillness of my thoughts. What legacy should I leave for my children, or my children's children? Should I write a note to them now, this very second, or better still, an epitaph on my headstone? Hey kids, terribly sorry, we screwed up. Shouldn't have happened, of course. Some bloody fool pressed the wrong button. Well, excuse me, but this is simply not good enough. And furthermore, I understand why this is happening to us. We have developed blindly. We drive across the land in our cars, plough the soil with tractors, sail ships on the back of the oceans, and fly planes through the skies. But always in our wake, an invisible spray of toxic waste chewing up the ozone layer. The answer is simple. We have left the harmony of nature. We have built homes from materials that nature never intended to combine. We smoke plants that were never meant to be burnt. And perhaps our worst crime, we made guns and bullets from the ore. Since the topple of communism, we have experienced widespread anarchy. Battles are now occurring on our continent. Yugoslavs, like all men, are my friends. No longer do we think of far-off Africa as a brutal and primitive place, nor do we ask, where is a place called El Salvador? Look no further than your neighbour, Yugoslavia, where even the Holy Lady in maturity is stuck silent in shock. How could we allow this happen? And if we continue unbridled, if we survive to witness the deaths of capitalism, may we expect even crueler disruption? Remember, rich nations who possess the means will certainly enforce a more sinister authority on their weaker neighbours. We are reaching the stage where the value of human life is quantified by the greed of another's for the possessions he owns. It has always been this way, of course, but before it was not so blatant or widespread. It was more subdued, less obvious, and most importantly, the weaponry was less capable. Perhaps it is time we squatted in the middle of our respective floors, crunch our stomach muscles to the extreme and kiss our own asses goodbye. I'm going to bed now. Good night. 150 years of progress. Hey, thank you again for joining me on any of the sessions. Most enjoyable. As I said, all my books available in electronic copy, and I would urge you to buy hard copies because they're good to have on the shelf, good companion. This one here, I believe, has, without counting, I believe it's 41 shots, and some of them are not so short. It's a substantial book. Again, thank you. Goodbye for now. Ciao.